and welcome to Specs Talk, a new series I'm kicking off where we talk about all things eyewear. My name is Teresa and I'm a mobile optician and owner of Simplify Optical. And today I wanted to kick off this series with my personal story of needing eyeglasses for the first time. So unlike my son, who has needed eyeglasses since he was just over a year old, I found I needed glasses for distance when I was 36. I went into the optical that I had usually dealt with for my son, but I was quickly overwhelmed with emotion. Everything I was trying on, I felt awful in. I didn't want to seem shallow, but I was falling into what I thought was a vanity trap. And then I began to feel shame over that whole mindset. What I didn't realize at the time, that I came to realize later on and in working in the optical profession, is that eyewear isn't just about seeing better. Eyewear becomes part of our identity, and when you have lived most of your adult life without glasses and now require them, it can set off some insecurities. What I needed in those early days that I didn't get was guidance on how to identify my own personal sense of style, what gave me confidence, and then translate that into eyewear. As a side note, when I was going through my contact lens fitting course, I was instructing my son on inserting and removing contact lenses. And he said to me that he had no desire to wear contacts. Aside from the idea of sticking his finger in his eye, he said his glasses were a part of him, part of who he was. And that was powerful to me, that at 13 or 14 years old, he felt that connection. Yet there I was struggling years earlier to find glasses and feel that same sense of identity that he felt at a young age. I did eventually get glasses, but it wasn't until about 2 years later when I had a new prescription. But I still had the mindset that nothing looked good on me, and I wanted something that looked as close to me as not wearing glasses at all. But what I ended up with was a pair of glasses that actually made me look much older than I was. So it goes without saying, they did nothing to boost my self-confidence. I wore my glasses intermittently and mostly when driving at night. So needless to say, I did begin my new career path in part because of the connection to vision and my son, but also to my own personal experience. The reality is that vision is our most prized sense, yet needing to wear eyeglasses has had a stigma to it for years that we unknowingly hold on to. Now, eyewear is becoming more fashionable, and I think that's in part to many designers acknowledging that others spend more time looking at our face than at the shoes we wear, or the handbag slung over our shoulder, or the watch on our wrist. So I argue that eyeglasses are the most important accessory we wear. And because of this mindset switch, I think many, not all of us, but many of us are more accepting of the idea of needing to wear eyeglasses. It can still be an overwhelming experience, and one that I think everyone could use some guidance in. Some people will bring along their eyeglass wearing friend for a second opinion or help, and I welcome that. We all need a little support. But be mindful of who that support friend is. Can they detach their style preferences from yours? Because the last thing you want is someone to impose their style onto you, as well-meaning as they may be. You want to feel comfortable in your eyeglasses, like they're your second skin. Physically, how they fit and feel on you, but also how they suit your personality. If you're a very outgoing person, full of life and vigor, you've got a big personality, and you're wearing glasses that are very subtle and quiet and meek, are you really going to feel like your authentic self when you're wearing them? Or the opposite, if you're shy or quiet, maybe an introvert who doesn't like to be the center of attention, throwing on a bold pair of eyeglasses can make you feel like you've got imposter syndrome. So my job as an optician is to merge those two worlds, the functional aspect of seeing your best and the fashionable aspect to looking your best. To do that, I ask questions, listen, and observe. My style isn't necessarily going to be your style, and that's okay. But if I do my job right, you will leave wearing glasses that feel like they're a part of you and not like you're playing dress up in someone else's closet. I'm ready to share my passion with you all, whether you're a seasoned eyeglass wearer or just dipping your toes into the world of eyewear. My goal is to share my expertise through Specs Talks and fitting my clients I see in my mobile optician business. I never want people to feel ashamed to wear glasses, but I know initially there are some hurdles to overcome. And I hope to help you overcome your fears and embrace your spec style so that you can be confident, because confidence is powerful. Thank you for joining me on this journey, and until next time, keep rocking those specs.